I have to do everything, otherwise nothing shall happen. Nothing can happen. That is the view I had. But during this journey, I am actually uh, more aware of listening to the universe. And when I actually deeply listen to the universe, I am aware that universe is giving me everything that I require, not what I want. I'm able to see the difference, what I want versus what the universe is guiding. I'm able to sense that. And in the whole process, I'm seeing myself lot, lot more peaceful. And earlier, I used to experience a lot of anxiety, which is like hidden. People around me might not agree to it because I would not show it. I would not express that I am anxious. But I used to be very anxious about everything. But now, the last couple of months, I can see that anxiety part is not there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that anxiety part, I think, is connected with the shift in your relationship with life and shift in your relationship with yourself.
Yes. Directly connected with that. Yes.
Yeah, very good. Good. Thank you very much. And you can always come back and share anything else that you want. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Continuing, Manoj.
Yeah, jump in, Raj.
I want to publicly acknowledge something to Vijay and all the women in this group. I was a different person about women before I came into the program. कितना भी बोलो, मैं जब बोलता हूँ आप सुनो, please. ऐसा. So you can say everything you want, but when I talk, you should listen like that. That's my relationship with women.
Right.
Now, very honestly, that has turned around, and I just want to acknowledge Vijay first, that not only that she's given birth to my children, she's also kind of brought them up. I can't even imagine what has gone behind her doing what she has done. And that's the biggest thing she could have done. And I really stand in great acknowledgement about that. And every woman for that matter, it takes a lot more for a woman to be with a man. So with that is like a churning which has happened in this course for me. And my respect, deepest regard for the universe, the way it is, and people the way they are. And inside of that, a deeper silence and a lot of things which I could not cause for the last probably 15, 20 years is getting caused now, happening, falling in place. So I don't want to take any credit. The whole thing is given to this. And to acknowledge, I have deeply dived into it. Okay. So every evening I look forward, what call is this today? So that's the kind of thing, literally we have one or the other call. So it's a deep diving, and I'm so happy with this beautiful roller coaster that's going on in my life. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
Brilliant, Raj. Thank you very much for sharing, and thanks for acknowledging your transformation. Right? Great. We just need 50% of the population to transform like that. Ara and then Manu.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm still on mute.
Okay.
No, we just heard Ara for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I eat up all the time in our breakout room.
Okay.
I asked her 2 questions. Can you please summarize it in 2 sentences? She said that her eyes lit up. She's like, yeah, it's so simple.
Go ahead, Manu.
So the way I have started to relate to myself is transform fully. One major transformation, like Vijay said, there are a lot of things I don't want to get into those minute accomplishments, but largely the shift is this. The shift is that there is something required to be done. And that communication will come to me. It can be from anybody. And if that can make a difference, that is required to be done. It need not be through me, it can be through anybody. The way it is shown on the ground is last 3 months, my interaction with my colleague, that is where it really shows up, has completely moved, transformed in a sense that I am not spending as much time. There are things where things go wrong. The only thing that I look at is what next to be done. I had anger issues in the sense I would just blurt out anything that comes to me at that point of time, or I'll withhold everything, and that starts showing up in me. So now what I'm looking at is at that moment, I do not react, I just hold myself. And then I look at what job has to be done, and that will be the focus. The conversations came, oh, Manu is retired, Manu is, this has happened. So sort of small communication started coming from my feedback from my colleagues. And then I just asked them, do you think this way works? So today, from tomorrow onwards, we have vacation. So in our office, we have a system where people are supposed to communicate their holidays. Like we have 4 weeks off, and I or the partner sit down and decide what needs to be done. So the way it worked out is day before yesterday, I told them, you guys decide what needs to be done. You guys decide what is the work that is pending, and I'm not going to say anything. Now, after they sent the communication, for a brief moment, I was not myself. For a brief moment, I'm like, they're taking 15 days holidays. In my 12, 13 years of experience, not one day holiday I've taken. It just came to me that, and this is a time when you get time to, work on it, etc., etc. That cheap thing came up. And that moment I caught myself, I said, this is not the path I've taken. I have given them full freedom, and I cannot keep on teaching people about these things. Larger context, people will learn whether I say or not. So this sort of changed the entire work environment. And I am only interfering where it is required to be interfered, and nothing beyond. And one more perspective I've got is the bigger picture. This is something that runs in my mind. So anything that happens, it could be in my family, with my wife, with my whoever. I just look at the bigger picture. I don't mince my work. I am expressive. I say whatever, not like I vomit on somebody's face, but that communication will land. That this is okay, this is not okay. That is insofar as how I relate to people. Yeah, in every work that I do, I never knew that I in fact had a context of the bigger picture of, the society we live, etc., etc. Now that has become very profound. The major conversation that altered in this forum, in this seminar, was the conversation about what value we bring to the table. So that value proposition is where my entire life has changed. So the value is somebody else's growth. And in that, Ravi caught me in one conversation. We said, so what is it that what is the value? I said, look, I will do this and somebody else will get a value. And then Ravi said, even there you have you. Then Vijay said, assuming the equation, you are removed, what happens? That is an eye opener for me. So significance about I am doing, and therefore things are getting caused. I have to do it. So all that moved away, and that gave to this, that gave a lot of, and that gave a completely new perspective. That's where I shared my first thing, that what is required to be done needs to be done. It can be through me, it can be caused through somebody else. And what really matters is the difference that is caused. So this is a major transformation, and I'm able to, yeah, one last thing, insofar as my anger, etc., and my family. So I am continually able to look at the bigger picture, even when people are upset, angry, etc. Though my way of reaction is whatever way, I am still able to look beyond and say, okay, I am still looking at the bigger picture. So bigger picture is the new lens.
Okay, good, very good. Thank you very much. So you got inspired by Ara to take the full 10 minutes, huh?
That's powerful.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, I
Yeah.
couldn't resist pulling your leg on that.
Manoj,
Okay.
we are going to run this session till morning.
Right.
All right.
So Manu, great. I think a couple of things that I heard and I want to underline is you have developed an ability to let go of yourself, like let go of that small self, that old Manu, and put your attention on the intention. Right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think that has been the fulcrum of your transformation. Right?
Correct.
And then everything else is of course there, but I think the key point what I got is this. So great, thank you very much for sharing, Manu.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anna?
Right.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Manu. Yeah, it's related. And I really acknowledge the team, everyone, for really sourcing and making this transforming self a reality, because it really happened, and it really provided me a space to really express myself and really rediscover myself. And maybe the major takeaway that I can um, share with also with others is that I am fully self-expressed. I embrace my imperfections. I embrace my weaknesses and the strength that I have as a person, and the vulnerability. And I realized also that I am being caused in the matter of what I can be and do in my life, and how I can also influence other people to do the same. Because my transformation is their transformation. I can see it in my family. I can see it in my friends. And it moves me to to really act, to really do something, and not to just listen to the small self. So that's what I am moved by having this conversation, a weekly conversation with you, and with the sharing that I am also learning in the process, and applying what I learned in real life, no, and also seeing how I am able also to see and to uh, put or to plant leadership into other people, and doing small things in the community, and helping also to protect and save our environment, and promoting transformational leadership. That would be all for me. Thank you. I will not
Wonderful.
eat so much time.
Yeah,
Wonderful. Wonderful.
thank you. Okay, who's next? Jump in. Would like to share?
Manoj, Ravi here.
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal shift for me in my life. It was, it's kind of a like when I before I got into this course, it was just seems like I was in deep trouble, in a big dig. So it was just now all that what I was dealing, all that it's 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 not there. It's all that was from that small self. Now I just really look at it and I'm laugh at that. And so it's a in true sense of shift from ego to echo. Okay, and the whole environment around me, the people around me, I can sense that you know the, the conversation with them and communicating with them, and even in this call also my total the conversation with the people, and everything is so much altered. And I'm my relationship with my kids, my relationship with my staff in the hospital, my parents, my brothers, and they don't hesitate to talk to me. They just share with me fully the way I share with them, and there is a free flow of expression. uh, I'm true sense of absence of that identity or the small self. And inside of that, many things are accomplished, as I've shared in the group also. The biggest challenges are just like that they are just dissolving, as if it is not there at all. And also many more to come in the future also. There's so many big dreams for me. the big project is about, transforming healthcare, really taking this healthcare to reach everybody cost effectively. That was a real big thing. It was impossible for me earlier. For me, it was just like, it was just concept. It is impossible concept. It is not going to happen any cost. But now it is started really happening. Even in a smaller way though, and I am really feeling that it is possible, and where when I'm not there, when identity is not there, things will take its own course. Higher self will take its own course. And the action will happen, and that is something. It is not even. I have no words to say those things, and thanks for this great space and unbelievable. I've been in so many different spaces for nearly more than 10 years, but it is kind of a sudden shift. It's a major shift, and unbelievable. And really, I really I want many more people to do this program. And yeah, I really, if I, it takes me really maybe till morning. I keep sharing about cause. So thanks a lot. Thank all of you for this great, phenomenal phase.
Great,
Fantastic.
great.
So, what I heard, Dr. Ravi, is when the higher self is in partnership with the universe, right? Then the future that wants to emerge, there is a space for that to emerge, and then, right, and that's where we, in a way, fulfill our purpose.
Yes.
Right?
So, yeah, very much. That higher self, allow that higher self to, create something. I was not allowing that. That was that's there. Yeah, it's a sync with the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now that syncing is started happening.
Yes. Fantastic. Great. Thank you very much. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Who's next?
I just want to share
Yeah.
one incident because Ravi just shared. Just an extension of what he shared. Just 10 days back, I had a patient with a huge swelling in the lower face area. And she had visited 2 to 3 doctors, and all of them advised her to either remove the tooth or do some incision and drainage in this area so that the pus gets drained. She was not ready, and then she came to me. And this case is special because the patient was diabetic, and generally while treating infectious patients who have diabetes, there are extra precautions to be taken. In that case, I just opened root canal treatment. This root canal opening was done with one tooth. All the teeth were painful, so actually it's a tricky part to catch which tooth is troubling. After 10 days, today she visited me, and the whole swelling was gone, and she did not have any pain. Last time, 10 days back, she came to my clinic literally crying, and today she had a big smile on her face. And this was done without any antibiotic or analgesic, without any medicine. She was cured, and the trick lied just uh, making proper diagnosis and choosing what treatment plan should go with. And this connection of higher self with the universe, when it's partnered well, then unlimited possibilities open. I never felt alone. I never felt that this may fail. No doubt was there. I'm just a medium to remove the block. And this was miraculous for me. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Great. Congratulations.
Great job.
So, Ravi, I was thinking like your intention, right, of let's say economical healthcare, right, or what is the word you can use? Something
Yeah.
in that domain, right?
Right.
Affordable healthcare, right? It's actually not your intention, right? It's the intention of the universe, and it will not get fulfilled only around you. It will get fulfilled everywhere, right? And if you listen for it, you will see it's already happening in 1,000 places on the planet. but in your clearing, that can get acknowledged, that can get celebrated, that can get connected and developed upon.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah. Very much.
Great, very good. Thank you. And this was just, but Dr. Pallavi sharing something was just an expression of that.
Very good.
So it's getting fulfilled in 1,000 places,
Right.
right? Because the universe wants it, not just Dr. Ravi wants it,
Yes.
right? And you are an instrument in service of that possibility.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you. Okay, who's next? Mensch, would you like to share? You're on mute.
There we are. Hello.
Yes, go ahead,
Hi, thank you.
Miss Philippines.
So I was thinking, what has transformed with me by attending this course?
Yeah.
And I don't know. All I know is that when the whole idea of coming up with a course called Awakening the Soul of the Filipino, I didn't realize it was also awakening my soul. You know, that's what it did. It taught me to understand who I am and what I stand for, that I'm no longer willing to compromise with anybody. That's what it did for me.
Brilliant.
And the whole idea of
I like that.
understand or knowing who I am, I mean, doesn't mean that I can't interact or suggest or even negotiate. Those are things I can do, but I don't sell who I am.
Mm.
Which I did.
Mensch, do you remember Fadi's statement to you from the earlier course?
Yes, the eagle
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah,
I know.
the eagle pecking grain with the hen on the ground.
Yeah.
Right. Or
And you
something to that effect, right?
Yes, and for a long time, I was trying to understand how do I become that eagle, because I knew my soul wanted that eagle to be released.
Right.
You know, I was looking for it, but I didn't know what it was until I learned to embrace. For me, embracing who I am and who I'm not, especially who I'm not,
Yeah.
allowed the higher self, I guess, or the new me or whatever to come out. I mean, I still don't succeed all the time. I still like, but it's faster. I can pick it up faster than before. And we had a beautiful workshop meeting 2 Fridays ago. And then, and it's the first time I've ever been in a group where the conversation was so vulnerable. Vulnerable in the sense that all our fears came out because of the elections, and we were talking about what it was we were afraid of and how we were there for each other. It was, I've never seen such a beautiful conversation. But my biggest mistake was, because it was such a beautiful conversation, I thought you could keep it going. And it doesn't work that way. I realized that I need to work on it with the others for it to be alive.
Right.
It didn't mean that because we all had that experience, that beautiful experience, that everybody could carry it on.
Yeah.
No. And it's a beautiful lesson and a very humbling lesson for me, because I realized, I didn't do my share. You know?
Or you didn't create a landing strip for that future to emerge.
That's it.
You didn't create a safe container for that possibility to kind of play around, right?
That's right. That's what I saw. I said, if we're playing a big game like this, because our whole country is at stake, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it is.
And I need to somehow make sure that what we started, what we opened up, there's a space for it to continue.
Yeah, especially continue even after the elections.
Yes, definitely.
Irrespective of what is the outcome of the election.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, between now until June 30, when the proclamation happens, it could be a very uncertain time. And so all the more, I need to be that space for others.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Yeah. Because as we were discussing in the last session, it's ultimately a shift in consciousness, right? And it's not just the structural change or or a change of a personality. It's more of the shift in consciousness, and which needs to be sustained and continually developed. It's not like it is only managed till the one event happens, like the election, but it's an ongoing journey. Forever.
Manoj, I've even considered, and I've shared this with Ferdy, and more it's getting stronger, that I want to focus my effort and time on doing this kind of work.
Yeah.
Looking at how, but I'm happy that to be doing it. So there.
Yeah, you are part of the team. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you very much, man. You are a big inspiration.
Well, what's happening in the Philippines, it really brings home to us that this is a worldwide phenomenon. This is a worldwide thing that we are engaged in. The work that we're doing here, right? All over the world. And I've been reading some of your things you sent out, and just the language and the way it's expressed and what people speak, it's very profound. It's very senior. You don't see that in England either. In England, we get some rubbish going on for long periods of time, not making a point. This is like very crucial, and dealing with the things that really matter. So thank you for bringing that to us, bringing home to us as we work on it, the worldwide nature of it. Thanks.
And just building on what Fati said, is the evolved way in which this team is going about it, right? You're including your presidential candidate and all of you, with that awareness and consciousness, and then kind of a certain kind of a maturity in which you're having this conversation. I think it's a role model and an inspiration for the whole world.
Thank you. Yes.
Great. Thank you very much. Okay, who would like to share?
I'll go next.
Yes, I thought so.
That the
quota is complete.
Yes. So I shared. Yeah, so I shared in our room that I have a deeper sense of connection to the universe and to the emerging future, to people and to what's happening. Like before, in the beginning, I was so worried, I was so frustrated, I want to do things, but the things that's happening right now, I'm so present to holding the space for it to happen and for it to emerge. So also I can recognize miracles around me. I can recognize relationships that I want to develop in. Like I'm now in the province and I created a new relationship with a cousin who I haven't seen for the longest time. And it was so beautiful. And just like what BG said, I don't need to do things. I just need to sense it, and in a way it happens. And I also am getting this election is also transforming for me as a citizen and as a person, and also I guess it's beautiful that I'm with my friends as we go through this, because there's a lagging sleep whenever, like, there's frustration, there's disappointment, but we would always remind one another. We are also standing for them, like people who are opposed to our candidate. We are also standing for them. They just don't know it. So sometimes when I want to engage or I want to fight back, like I just really okay, let go and forgive and remember, what you're standing for. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Okay. Veena?
Yeah, actually, I don't have words to say. I think I'm just born. That's what I can see. And other thing is, started looking as a system more when I'm with the family, looking as a family system rather than personal.
Yes.
And started being sensitive when I'm talking, because creating a safe space allows people to share what they want to share. So that's what I'm seeing. And got aware of the dramas I used to do, like how much it was unbelievable. I did not recognize. So I can let go fast. And what I speak, what I don't speak, such things, it is momentary. Maybe 30 seconds will drop because it's whole things. And yeah, it's just started. What I can see, my journey started. That's what I can see. That's a step one, maybe, or I'm there.
Right. Very good. And yeah, and it's a state change.
It's a state change, yes.
Right? It's like actually getting out of the character of Meena Kumari and actually being a real person
Yeah, yeah,
instead of being the character.
yeah. Out of coma, actually.
Very good.
Yeah.
So I think you should also thank Vivek for standing for you.
Yes, major thanks. There is no words actually. Always.
Like I was like, why are you inviting Veena into this course? And he was, no, I am going to invite. So I said, okay, fine. You stand for her. He says, yes, I stand for her.
Yeah, he was always, he is.
Yeah.
There's no question about that. I cannot express that. Gratitude is very high. It's unexpressible for me. What you call like my parents, how they are there, like that, always there.
Right. Great. Thank you very much. And thanks for listening and honoring Vivek stand for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. Okay, Narendra, are you there?
Yes, Manoj, just give me 30 seconds. I'm switching. Yeah. So, first of all, I'm a guy who was not scheduled to be in this course. Okay. I was talking to Ferdy on a Wednesday, and he said, I want you on this course. Trusted his word, got in here, and I know what to say. I was sharing with the group last whatever 60 days or whatever number of days, most peaceful, no tantrums, no flashes of anger, no upsets, good peaceful sleep, and more critically, getting in touch with why I'm here, what I'm out to do, and seeing that, as Ravi was sharing and as you contributed, that purpose getting expressed.
Yeah.
And what is critical, Manoj, I heard a few people share, is the communication now reaches you. Okay. You are able to get that communication, like Pallavi being able to get to the right tooth in what she shared a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Each one of us is able to get that message that this is what is wanted or this is what has to be done.
Yeah.
And, I know, no words, just calm, peaceful, get the communication, be in action.
Yeah. It's I would say we are developing, all of us, I am saying that all of us are developing a certain muscle in deep listening and sensing. And
Absolutely.
when we are developing that sensing competency or capability, that allows us to be effective in a way that we would not have imagined otherwise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And also gets me present to how each one of us is capable of a lot of things, and in pursuit of whatever we thought was important, we had lost communication or the ability to hear what nature wanted.
True. True. I'll just build on what you said, Narendra. Some of the people that I'm coaching, they said they started acknowledging recently that whatever you say is happening. And I was like, what is this? I didn't I didn't think that way. And then after some time, I started realizing that, oh, that's what's happening. And then I saw how come that is happening. Because they thought it is because I'm saying it. But it's not because I'm saying it. It's because I am sensing it. Right.
Right.
So and that's what I can now see here. All of us are developing that muscle.
Absolutely.
That we are able to sense something and then kind of be the space for that to get fulfilled.
Absolutely.
And like using Otto's word is sensing and actualizing new possibilities.
Right.
Thanks, Narendra. Anything else?
Thank you, Manoj. No, that's it. Thank you so much. And thanks to the entire community out here. Each one there, Ferdy, you, Vivek, Raj, Vijay, nobody left out. And I think the Bangalore group, we had a fabulous gang.
Yes.
Going after each other's neck.
Yeah, we had two gangs here. More, actually three gangs in a way. You can say Bangalore and then Philippines and then North India.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you very much, Narendra.
Thank you, Manoj. Thanks.
Okay, who's going next? Jump in.
Srikanji.
You're on mute. Yeah.
I want to tell everybody is here. I can listen to them and then I can say. Actually, it was really pleasure to listen to everyone. Right? What I'm in this space last many months, I could say. I just feel myself as my part of universe. And I am nothing much to I just flying like a free bird in the universe. And whatever universe inspiring me to do, I'm doing that. I'm getting love, respect from every individual who I come in contact. And I'm not only happy, I can make them also happy. Wherever there is, sometimes I have wondered people, I never talk to them, but they just come in contact. Somebody inform them, they come in contact, and there is an opportunity to make difference in their life. And it's my pleasure to make difference in their life. Even at odd time of the day, right? That was I'm willing to do that. And it's so universe is getting me to done. And it is nothing. It just gives me the sense of pleasure. And our group, when we are talking, we have developed such a we feeling in the group as if we are friends for years. That sort of we feeling has been developed, and I'm really enjoying every moment of my life.
Yeah, and he's been very busy, and I think he is doing a full-time job of coaching people. It's like really the number of people who are in communication with him and his coaching and like just kind of being available for them is phenomenal. So yes.
It's a gift to Landmark.
And the people that he serves through that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Shrikant, you are very inspiring. Just having you here participating the way you're participating, I think it's for everybody, but definitely for me, it's very inspiring. Thank you for that.
And Ferdy, I would like to tell you that you are the source of my inspiration. I did the forum for you, and I can never forget that 3 days that has altered my life totally.
I got it. Thank you.
I always, in my heart, I always thank you for that. And I always thank you all the best for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I wanted to, I wanted to congratulate Pallavi for doing some extraordinary work and just being with this universe that helped us.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you getting it?
Shrikant, thank you so much for the support. Our weekly call is immensely powerful, actually.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I'm proud of you, Pallavi.
Honored, Shrikant. Thank you so much for being there.
Good.
So now I want to hear from Sanjay Kumar or Pranav Kapadia or Dr. Deepak.
Sanjay, sing. You're on mute.
Okay, Manoj, I'll take.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Deepak.
So, first of all, these 7 to 9 timings were not suitable for me. So I did not participate in these sessions fully. I was just listening. But today I'm sitting at one place with good network and hopefully you're able to hear me.
Yes.
So what I got from this whole session, actually, in this session I started being with whatever I was resisting. वो एक चीज मेरे लिए खुली है, like whatever I resist a lot in my life. Okay, so वो एक चीज मेरे को बहुत present हुई है, and just being with it, embracing that, those things, the significance of that goes away. That is what I have, in this particularly last month or so, I've gone through certain emergencies, and the outcomes of that was not that great, but I've been able to live with that. And first of all, that is what I wanted to say. Second thing, I started sensing. The sensing part is started happening in my life, like, and the coaching that I'm getting is extraordinary. Particularly with Manoj, I'm really moving in a different way, in different zone altogether. So thank you, Manoj. I want to thank you for that. And the why I came into this emerging from the future, the sensing from the emerging from the future, is because when the COVID times, when I was running a COVID hospital, I was not able to sense that the second wave is coming and I should be ready for it, and the oxygen plant and things like that. So मुझे लगा कि ये program मैं पहले करता था, so it could have been probably a different story altogether. So whatever I sense, I become unreasonable and go on acting on that, So वो एक काम करना मैंने शुरू कर दिया ये program आने के बाद, ऐसा मुझे लगता है. And it's a different space. आप लोगों की space totally different है, Manoj and Ferdy. I have not experienced such space before, and it's an honor and privilege that we can get present to be with the forum leaders, which are of such a high caliber. So that itself is a big blessing from the universe, as I consider. And particularly in these tough times of mine, which I'm going through, my life is actually very simple, and I'm able to live that life. And I really get the commitment from you all, particularly the way Ferdy worked with the Sanjay, that he really caused his happiness, and Manoj taking stand for me so that I cause my happiness in my life, it's really touching. ऐसा कोई नहीं खड़ा रहता है किसी के लिए, किसी की जिंदगी में इतना कोई नहीं देख पाता है. और मेरे को भी प्रेजेंट होने को लगा है कि मैं कितना मिस करता हूँ लोगों की लाइफ को डीपली देखने से. मैं कितना सुनता नहीं हूँ लोगों को. I am present, getting more and more present to the sorrow and misery around me, and how much ever I can contribute, I'm actually contributing to myself. So that is what is opening up. Yeah.
Super.
Thank you so much, Deepak. That is really inspiring. Very inspiring.
Fantastic.
Looks as though Manoj is doing good work with you. Good, good. That's what we want.
Pranav?
Thank you.
Yeah, Pranav. I already shared in my group that I accomplish more peace And I have seen
Pranav,
myself.
can you try removing your earphone from the computer or mobile and
Hello.
yeah, go ahead.
So I am more matured.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
More responsible. Right. And first time I have started for thinking. Yeah. So the gift of the theory U is listening. Yeah. What I accomplished, right? और मैंने एक देखा कि बिजनेस में ना बहुत जद्दोजहद करने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Right.
Hard work. So बहुत स्मार्ट तरीके से कर सकते.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Pranav,
Yes, sir.
I want to offer you something. I want to offer you coaching. And to offer you coaching, you please call me after this thing is over if you're interested, and we'll work it out, okay? Great. Okay, Sanjay Kumar, sing.
Hi, everybody. It's been pleasure during this trip and journey. And what I sense is prior to this program, I was very much anxious about that I have to do something, I have to create something for my business or other things. And in this, during this journey, all that I have to do have gone out, and it seems I have nothing to do, but I'm very active and I'm ready to go with the flow, the way it comes. I'm open and I'm active, and I am free from anxiety about I have to do this or that or something or else. So this is what I see is there.
Good.